Which one of Shakespeare's famous plays was the movie 10 Things I Hate About You based on?
I've never even heard of that movie.
Where on stage is upstage?
I have no idea.
How many points do you play to in volleyball?
I don't even know what points are in volleyball. A serious problem in the poorer parts of Asia with children going blind because they don't get enough vitamin C. Now, one way to actually get more vitamin C is to eat carrots, because they're precursors to vitamin C in the carrot. Oh no, and beta carotene as well, not just vitamin C. So a while back, somebody managed to create a strain of rice called golden rice that actually has carotene precursors in the polished grain of rice. There's actually quite a lot on the hull of the rice, but people tend not to eat that. And so they had to use 50 different patents to do it. Many of these patents were the only moneyable property the company that owned the patent owned, and so they had an awful time getting permission. Then they tried to distribute them, and they found out that most of the people that could benefit from golden rice wouldn't eat it because it was funny looking. It was a scientific triumph that helped almost no one because they had not taken into account the problem with the culture. So there's a point where the sciences, if they're going to do any good, have a desperate need to work with the humanities. Similarly, there's a part of South America where people believe that if you boil water, you imbue it with evil spirits, and water should always be cold. Now, there was a huge public education campaign trying to convince people that if they boil water, they'd stop getting dysentery and their kids would stop dying. Again, there was a desperate need for the humanities. In this case, however, the program was administered through a church, many of the priests of whom were aware of this, and they actually came up with what amounts to a bullshit, false religious precept that managed to save a lot of lives. So it's sort of a mildly evil application of the humanities. Both the arts and the humanities can help science actually reach its goals. We can solve problems, but only if everybody is sensible and cooperates, and that happens pretty much never. So in my view, one thing you can do is integrate the humanities and the arts into the process.